Okay, yeah, this topic is about 419. 419 people are everywhere. They're taking so much from people that really people are not really talking about it. So these 419 people are ravishing our society. You see them on the road, they always in a car, funny looking car, wait for passengers, they time them, they pick you up and they start coming up with so much stories about dollars, about shipment. They bring up something that would interest you as a passenger and you fall for it and you get involved in the conversation, you are done for. I have so many instances, I know you have, you have. This is what we're bringing to the table. We want people to pay attention. Don't think you're bigger than this topic. It will come and bite you if you don't listen. There's so many tricks. But before I go on, I want someone to tell me their experience or experience of someone that they know to help us curb this issue of 419 people deceiving innocent people, ripping them of what they have. Some is leading to death. People die. They stab people if you refuse. They do all kind of things to us. So please, what's your take on this?
I think she start first.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, what's your take on this?
Okay.
No, it's all right. Just keep going.
Oh, well, the whole thing is just the rate of it is becoming so alarming. Like it happens every day. Every time, every day you get to hear this person going through this, having the experience and every other thing. So I'll start with my own experience because even right now, at the moment as I'm speaking right now, I'm still yet to recover from it.
Wow.
I'm still traumatized because this is something that happened like a week ago.
Wow.
Okay, now this thing happened to me last week Sunday. I just strolled out, went to the supermarket to get a few things. So when I was done buying things, I came out of the bus stop to enter a bus back to my place. So unfortunately, I entered into their own bus.
Yes.
So, but it was only the driver then. So before I knew it, someone else entered, the next person entered, and then another person, the third person entered. So we're like three at the back.
Yes.
Like three, me and then two other male with
At
the
the
driver.
back.
Yes, at the driver at the back. Sorry. So as we are going, someone alighted. One of them alighted somewhere down at Shoprite Junction.
Yes.
So when he got down, he gave the driver $100,000, just $100.
Yes.
So I was not like, no, the money is too much. I have to tell the driver, please, you can't take this man's money. The fare is just 100 naira, but
Yes.
he gave you $100. So we should call him back. I was the one that even wind the class down. I have to call the man back. So please, you made a mistake. You're owed to give 100 naira, but you gave out $100. You get it? So the man now said that that's what he has. That he has dollars. He even brought out another extra one.
Yes.
Before I now said, no, where are you going to? You can come back. Let's take you to where you are going.
That's when you got involved.
That's when everything started.
That's it.
So the man entered back into the vehicle and then it was done like that he's scared, that he has dollars, that he has he came with some goods that is from Senegal or somewhere that he came to ship, that they have this, that he's scared of Nigerians, that his boss or captain told him that if you go out they might kill him and take his dollars and
All
everything.
kinds of trouble.
Then he's looking for ways to change the dollar to naira, to convert it to naira currency, then so he can be able to go back to the embassy or wherever he's coming from. Me, out of my own good heart, I had nothing in mind. I only wanted to help. Me, I felt if he should fall into the wrong hand, that they would dupe him, they would scam him of his money.
Thank you.
Then I was done like, okay. And I told the driver that let's just do a U-turn. Because where I worked,
Yes.
my boss, we do build the change.
Yes.
Let me just take him there, he can just change his money and then go back to wherever he wants to go. And the man was like, thank you, that he appreciates, that he's grateful, that he cannot trust me. Am I a Christian? He was like, I see here,
okay, it's not my business. I'll just have to help you. That's what I want to do because I don't want you to get into the wrong people's hands.
Thank you.
So they don't have to deal with you already.
Yes.
It was not like they can spend $90 that the few buses that entered. I mean, the man.
Yes.
They gave them $300 and they collected. It was like that's too much.
That's too much.
The money is small. Why would they do that?
No, that made you now consign.
Exactly.
And you got this. So if you try to close this now, so you got in the vehicle now, and then the story started. How they want to. How many hours did this ordeal take before they finally got you? Did they take any money from you?
Yes, I'm still coming to that. So, from there, then the driver reversed, and he said he wants to go and get petrol.
Yes.
So we should wait for some minutes, which we did.
Yes.
And that's the last I can remember. That's the last I can recall what happened.
Wow.
So before I knew what was going on, then I was not hearing another junction that is very, very far from my
your
side.
location.
I was from my end. I was not like I still didn't know what was going on. My phone was ringing, I couldn't pick. Messages were coming, I couldn't pick. I was just so carried out, I didn't just know what happened to me. I was just feeling so comfortable and so relaxed in that bus. They were just driving, and they'll get to a place, they will stop, another one, someone will enter, the other person will go out. So this thing kept on happening, before I finally realized what was going on. It was already 8 minutes to 11.
How many hours
11
now?
PM. Like 4 hours. Because when I entered bus here,
Yes.
at the first junction, it was somewhere to 7. Let's say 7 p.m. Let's say 5 minutes to 7. That was when I stepped out from the supermarket and I entered their bus.
Yes.
It was 5 minutes to 7.
Yeah.
But before I now found that I've gone really, really far with these people, it's already 11 p.m. So I'm not like, no, where are we? I don't even know where I am. It's okay. I'm not doing anymore. You guys should just let me just calm down. I'm not going anywhere. Then the one, then it wasn't the guy that was sitting next to me. It was not another face.
Thank you.
So I don't understand. Then the one that was sitting close at the other end now moved to the front. The guy that was in the front was not in the vehicle anymore. I was not like, no, you should just no. This is far beyond where I'm going to. I don't understand what is going on. If you just stop, then the one that was sitting close to me now brought out a knife. He now started cutting himself here, right here. It was like, I'm not seeing the way it's cut. That's how he will stab me and kill me, and they still take whatever they are asking me. So they now told me to bring out my phone and my ATM, everything.
You see?
So I just have to. I was shivering. I was scared. I was like, I don't know what's going. This is not fair. I only wanted to help.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I said when they were making the whole conversation. There is dollar. There is this. There is many goods to sell. There is Brazilian and there's laptop. And it's not my demands. Just change it and go back. So this is already night. So you won't get into trouble.
So you see what you just said. They went as far as doing all these tricks to get to her. So we are learning so much. This is another trick. The trick they use is a different trick. Tomorrow they'll use another trick.
It's like 4 hours drive. What have you guys done to me? Like I stayed in this vehicle for 4 hours
Without realizing.
without knowing what's going on.
A journey of 25 minutes.
Oh, the 15 minutes I'm already there at my bus stop. So when the other guy now brought out the knife and was now cutting, he said he's gonna stab me. The other one in front was now like they will strangle me and I will die. And my people will know, nobody will know, and this is night. Nobody, even if I cry from now to next year, nobody will hear me. Nobody will come. Nobody will intervene. So I just have to, with fear, panicking and everything. I gave them my phone, I gave them my ATM card, both the goods, the things I bought at the mall where I went to, even my jacket. I dropped everything for them, even my slippers. So once I immediately I dropped all those things, they just opened the door and pushed me out.
It seems like you were hypnotized because you couldn't remember anything.
I couldn't remember, and I didn't even know when we passed my bus stop, the way I was supposed to stop in the first time. I didn't even know when we passed it. I was just so comfortably sitting down there.
You see, hypnotism is tools that you guys want to put on them. They don't have that power. What they have as strength is the first trick. The man gave $100, walked away, you called him back, he gained his confidence in you and made you understand that, he's now the victim. Now you're trying to help him, and that's why you drove past your bus stop. Your point of helping is why your state of mind escapes you, and all you want to do is help. All you want to do, yours is help. They tell some people how they're going to make them rich. You know, once you start thinking, you see, the bottom line about this, as we were talking, and there's so much story about it, is that when you start thinking of the profit, you're in trouble. Don't forget, you got in a public transport from point A to B. You never got in a public transport to make profit. There's nothing like luck in such manner. Nobody will come to you and tell you, oh, I have one suitcase of money, I don't know what to do. Once you hear anything that is not what you're used to, start making moves to leave that, that transport.
I remember one incident that happened with one of our mates. You know, what has happened that she went to the actual market, right? And by the time it took longer than ever, so we're really concerned.
Yes.
You know, so what has happened that she had come back, snuck into my mom's room, took the jewelry. It's not a joke.
Yes.
Nobody knew. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because we're all in the house quite big. Took it and left and go back to whoever, whatever. So when we found out, when she came back, you know, I think her eyes had cleared. And they were, what did you buy? Nothing. Everything was, she didn't bring back what she got, you know. So what really triggered the point that she didn't even tell my mom about the jewelry.
Yeah.
But when everything came to light, she said she didn't know what happened, and when she went to the market, that this and that, you know. She said that her own case, they brought out money, a note, naira. This one was naira. So they now did some, I don't know whatever she said they did. They took her to somewhere, she saw and then they made small money to big money. They go to wash, she go and bring. She said she didn't have any money. They said you must have something in your house. You know, she now said that she remembers, she can, you know. And you know how my mom does her things, she just keeps things like that. This how this guy carried the jewelry and went.
You see, if we go on about this topic, we can go on about this the whole day. If I tell you my experience when I was 14, there's so much experience. Someone told me, at 14 years old, the man came behind my ears and whispered, Mr. Columbus is around. I was wondering, I think that time we were studying Columbus. And I wondered, Mr. Columbus is around. He said, I went and I said, yes, who's Columbus? He said, follow me. That's how we were ripped of our money. So this knowledge I had since when I was 14. Don't think you're too young or too old. They will come for you. So this podcast is for you to always remember that, please, any information outside your comfort zone, run away from it.
Yes, and
run away from it.
Yes, to capital up. I think when you enter, if you're using public transportation, there are two things. When you enter a car or a bus that you're alone, just you and the driver, and someone else enters and starts talking about dollar, money, you know, keep quiet, because I feel that some of them they can use, because our mates they use napkin. Say they use napkin, handkerchief, and according to her story, do you understand? Because she didn't know what happened to her.
No, our goodwill is what led her past her bus stop. They must leave you with a bait. The bait is that information that they use to lure you. So you see, once they tell you anything,
keep quiet.
Keep quiet, because you know what? They don't pluck money on trees. So if somebody comes and make you understand that, hey, somebody just here, one box is there, we watch the money, or this is the dollar. Any information is no information. Stay away from it.
Yes.
So let's start this now. So what would you give as the final advice to everybody that's going to see this podcast? What's your final advice?
Well, what can I say? Well, everyone should just be more careful.
Word.
And then try and pray as much as you can to avoid this kind of thing. Because I've learned from it.
You have learned from it, yes.
Yeah.
And please don't make it a secret. Try as much as possible to tell people. It's not, you shouldn't be ashamed when it happens to you, because they want you to be ashamed. So you don't tell people. Don't be ashamed. Tell people of this dilemma and people will learn.
Yes.
There's no low hanging fruit when it comes to money.
Yes, and again, if you're in the bus on the car, try to find out that, I mean, make it sure that once you discover what is going on, try to see how you can escape from the car.
Okay, finally, if we ask you where you were sitting, you never told me. I bet they put you in the middle at the point, or you were at the edge.
I was at
Okay,
the edge.
so you're lucky. So now, you see, again, if you discover that is a trick, you don't shout, hey, it's a trick. You must find another technique to make them stop. Or when there's traffic, open the door and run for your life.
And then the worst is my money in the bank.
How would they have taken that?
Because they took my ATM as well.
Oh, wow, this is another problem we've not addressed.
Sad.
That's what they aim for. They have the technique to take money from your account without you giving them your password. Did you by any chance give them your password?
No, I never did. I
See what
never
I'm
did.
talking
I think they notice that you are coming from the supermarket, so they know that fully where you're with your ATM.
Yes.
Yes, and probably maybe somebody was even watching her.
No, there's nobody watching. These people are taking chances. They turn their cars around. They keep going round and round. That's why, we all have to be careful. If you see a particular car going round and round, not having passengers, they are looking for baits. And they put themselves at junctions, at bus stops. They have like maybe 6-7 people ahead. That's where they switch people. So you see, they were switching on you, making you confused as if it's the normal stuff. You see, they took all they took, and the bank.
But what me I do not even understand is what really happened. Why didn't I recognize it when I got to my bus stop?
No, you could not.
It wasn't as if I was sleeping or something. I was just.
Have you forgotten that you said you were going to help? And they pointed as if they were going forward, and then they will come back to that help. That's the problem. Your mind was with the transaction that you were going to do for. They put your mind. That's the
attention.
That's the hypnotism right there. They put your mind where your mind is, because you interfered. You called the gentleman back, and you're trying to help. You already they got you.
That's true.
That's
That's because the man is like, oh, so I can trust you. Like,
see what I'm talking
I
about?
trust you. Please don't betray me. Please don't do me
No.
harm. Don't plan me. What's it? I won't.
Yes,
I don't know
that's why you
So
drove
can-
past your bus stop, because you were trying to prove a point to this man, the scammer, the 419 people. So bottom line is, I see they took so much, but the banks cannot help you because they claim that is what POS.
Then the service they use POS, so there's nothing they can do. It's not traceable.
Okay, if it was transferred, they would have.
Yes, they say if it's transfer banks to bank, they would have been able to detect, okay, this is where they transfer the money to or something like that.
It's just that the banks are being a bit lazy, or maybe they don't have a law covering it. But because any POS terminal has a means for transaction, in and out. If you transact to a particular name, there's a name, there's a BVN. Someone you transfer money to, regardless of what terminal, is a person. And we have a good system, identification system in Nigeria. Our identification system is superb. So the bank cannot tell us that they don't know exactly who drew the money, POS or IAS or POT. As long as the money was drawn from one point to another.
Even the POS name was there.
So what are we saying?
Prosperous something, the numbers, everything was there.
Would-
This thing is quite traceable.
Upfront and statistics will do a write-up. We must do a write-up. We'll do a write-up.
And I lost a lot of money. All my savings, all I've worked for since this year, everything gone.
You know, we can't mention money. We would love to ask that question. We don't want to do that. For you to hear savings, we're not talking about current account. We're talking about savings. So the money that she saved, she's lost it.
I think, like rightly said, the banks are lazy.
They're lazy.
Can't tell me.
Yes, it's almost like a conspiracy. You cannot send money from a bank to another bank without that bank being able to know who they made that transaction to. Another topic. Word.